The moment that you stand in front of the doors, you recognize that there was someone who had this need to be heard, and they did it through the energy of inscribing into the doors. My name is Arleene Correa Valencia. I'm originally from Arteaga, Michoacan in Mexico. Like most migrants, my family decided to come to California, and I grew up undocumented for 25 years. And so that family history and the politics around my status are what truly informs the thematics of my work. I've always been really interested in the way that my father's clothing is a symbol of his sacrifice and his love for my family. And I felt that by using him as an example, I was also connecting to everyone else who's had a father and a mother like mine. For me, the translation of that textile piece into what is an emotion is really important, and that's where my interest in textiles came from. Mixing this steel door with textiles is completely new to my practice, and so having these doors be a part of the exhibition at YBCA is really important for me because it's a historical symbol of what has happened to my people and to my community. And so now that I am a green card holder and I do have access to my home country, I was very fortunate to begin a conversation with Jacobo Mendoza, who is Zapotec from Oaxaca, and he is a fourth generation weaver. And so I cold called him and I said, hey, my name's Arleene, and I just found these doors and they have all this text, and I'm interested in migration, and I told him my story. And he shared a little bit about himself, and I said, I would really love to see some of the text in these doors translated into a traditional tapete. And so a tapete is normally like a rug or a piece that goes on the floor. It's a decorative rug that is used to welcome someone into your home or to share space with someone, where this affection of love and community is really centered around. And so it's been a really beautiful collaboration with Jacobo, and he's very excited that we get to have this conversation about migration that has affected various communities, right? Where my family is a family that left and in many ways has achieved the American dream. And his family is a family that stayed in Mexico and never left. And then there's this third portion of the conversation with people that were in this detention center that wanted to come to the US, came to the US, and for one reason or another ended up incarcerated in this detention center. And so I think for me, it's really a completion of this cycle, right? Where it's not one narrative, but it's the narrative of the community.